and welcome back to the Gray Space. I'm Zeke. That is Dre.
Yepers.
And we are back with another Fire Dre and Zeke Gray Space exclusive podcast for you guys.
Yeah, man. Just the two of us. Y'all know how we like to do.
Yeah, just the two of us.
You can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Hey, y'all know what to do, man. Subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like, comment because you are loving the content. If you are a listener, hit us with a fire review. Hit that link tree. Follow us everywhere. Now.
Shout out to our listeners, man.
Yeah, shout out.
You know what? I haven't done this in a minute. I got to shout out to you guys.
Spacers.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Apple Podcasts, the Spotifys. Hey, and if you're listening to us somewhere in some crazy exotic foreign land that we're not aware of,
yeah, shout
out to you, man.
Yeah, I want to know, do y'all want a nickname? Are we big? We're not big enough for a nickname for our people yet. You know what I mean? If y'all want a nickname, I want to know, man. I want our fans, our listeners, man, our supporters to have a nickname, man. I don't know why, man. Like
kind of like the something like the
space cadets. You know what I'm saying? And like that's corny as hell.
Yeah, it might be, but hey, there might be something in there. No?
There's something there, man. There's something there. I got to turn this bad boy on.
Yeah, there you go. It's on.
Is it on?
It's on.
Is it turned up? Is it plugged in? Is it turned on? Is it turned up?
Shoot.
Basic rules of troubleshooting. Now.
Yeah, man. Back at it.
Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? We back at it like a Craftmatic. Man, it's been a very busy last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know what, man?
Moving and shaking, grooving and doing it.
Also, shout out to all our guests that we've had on, man.
Yeah.
On the show. It's been phenomenal. We've had some great guests, man. Mm-hmm. It's been really, really, really fun, man. We just had some really good guests. People talking their shit.
Yeah, my bad for smacking, man.
What you got? What'd you hit?
That sick hit different. I don't know why.
But if you guys haven't checked out any of those, man, please go check them out, man. There's some good ones in there, man. That Jamal Reese.
Jarmel Reese, yeah. Jarmel Reese, man. You know, our Miss Veen, man. Shell. Our homeboy Matt Luciani, you know what I'm saying, came through. We had a really good time with that one. Yeah, man. So, what we chopping it up about?
You know what? I want to bring this up. I think it's very interesting. And I kind of want to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
And I know I just brought this to you. You didn't hear anything about it, which I think is another interesting point that you haven't heard anything about it. Is this whistleblower that has worked in some I can't remember his credentials, but he's worked in government agencies, and he's saying that the aliens are among us. And I know that sounds really weird to say. It even sounds weird coming out of my mouth, dude. It just sounds super bizarre. But I really kind of wanted to talk about this because the implications of this matter, I think, takes on a lot, right? Because if it is true that he's saying that there are actual craft of non-human origin that have either landed or crashed here that we in the United States have in our possession. That's weird, bro. So that's weird. Like, it's one thing to think about. Real quick, I won't cut you out because I want to get your opinion.
I want you to keep going. I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Before you dive in.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, didn't the government come out like earlier this year, and said, like the government said,
yes, the Pentagon did, yes, and showed video
that
they're like, we don't know what this is.
Okay, but they just said that they had seen them.
Yeah, and
not that they were in possession.
And they have like the, what do you call that? Like the infrared or
right.
It looks black and white. I don't think that's infrared. It's whatever.
But it wasn't that they were in
yeah.
possession. So this story is bigger because they're saying that they're in possession.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I wanted to.
And there's
clarify.
different. Yeah, and there's different. It's not like the Pentagon, right? This is the Pentagon, I believe, said, here's some video that we have that we don't know that our fighter pilots have caught in the air. And you're like, okay, that's kind of interesting. People try to debunk it. Maybe they have. I don't know. Some of them are like, that looks like a plane. You know, it's hard to tell with those weird grainy, again, it's whatever spectrum they're using, and it's infrared or whatever. Right, it's weird, and you're like, you've got better video footage than this.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
But whatever, you're showing us whatever. And that's another point, and maybe we'll get to that a little bit later in the conversation, but is the government playing us still? Right? And because I think you definitely have to ask that question too when 1000%. When this comes up, right?
Yes.
So anyways, the implications of this guy saying, hey, we have craft that have, crashed or landed here in our possession. I can't remember. I think it's like 14 or something like that. Right?
Okay.
It's very interesting because I don't know how this is going to take with the populace of the people. Right. Does it change your beliefs? Does it, the religious beliefs? Do you even care? I think about this because I'm like, of course there's life out there, right? Like, even if you believe in God, you'd be like, why would God be so small to be like, I'm just creating you and that's it? You know what I mean? So there's that implication of that. But I mean, the universe is so vast, right? Let's just say we are the only people in our own galaxy. Right. We're the only living beings, conscious beings, let's just say, in our galaxy. Right. There's literally billions of other galaxies. So if there's one per galaxy, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of, intelligent life out there. Now that they're visiting planet Earth, I don't know. It's still up to debate in my mind. Okay. I want to believe, dude. I really do. Like, there's a part of me that's like...
Why?
Because I think we go down... For me, I look at it as more of an interesting proposal. Okay. Because I want to talk to these aliens in some sort of way. Maybe not directly, but, like why are you here? Who cares about this place? What's the point? Mm-hmm. Do you have an ulterior motive of, because the thing is, it's like, well, what if they blow us up? I think if they wanted to blow us up, or they would have done it already. Right. If they're already here, why wouldn't they have just,
you would think so,
made us extinct at a certain point? If you have the technology to come here in some sort of weird wormhole or whatever you're doing, folding space, I don't know.
Engage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I really kind of wanted to pick your brain about the human implications of this, how we as humans might actually take this news, if we're going to take it into a positive light or a negative light.
So,
let's say let's do an experiment. Okay. Let's say this is 100% true. Okay. Everything is completely true. Okay. Let's push everything that there's no not true part of this. Right. Everything is real.
Whew.
For just right now, for the implications of what this does to humans.
Do I think we take it positive? I think that I think majority negative, bro. Yeah, I don't like. we can't even have regular conversations about regular stuff going on in our lives right now. So, like, if this was proven to be 100% fact, and let's just say we're hypothetically speaking, they came out and they had proof and they said, Boom. Yeah, man.
And here we can show you everything. This is everything we know.
Here's the ships. Here's the, you know what I mean? Here's the cars that you know, it's actually what we use to build the Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's no way that we would take this as a positive. There's no way. You know what I mean? Because you got to figure, bro, like, we walk this earth feeling like we're the dominant race.
Right.
Right? And so there's no way, like, we couldn't even fathom, honestly, truthfully, as a entire society, something else. Like, take everything else out of it. Take out religion, take out faith, spirituality, whatever. You can say whatever you want, right? People believe what they believe. I'm just saying, if this was proven, we would be like, oh no, hell no. We would be so terrified. We'd be so terrified. The gamut of emotions and thoughts that would go through our mind, because the pendulum swing would be so intense. We would be like, man, like, have they been, like, are they walking among us? Like, is this some Men in Black shit where they look like, I mean, you know, it's funny when you talk about it, I was like, there was like 4 people that popped in my head that was like, man, that motherfucker might be alien. You know? That's why I started smirking. I'm like, it might be alien. But we wouldn't, and just the unknown.
Yeah.
Right? Because whatever would be told to us might not be 100% true, or not 100% of the truth. Like, we might only get a snippet of what's actually going on.
So that is interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
That is interesting, and I do worry about that. Like, if this is, and that's the thing, right? Because maybe they do just give you just a little bit, not to cause chaos within society, right? And let me tell you, this is not just the United States that would feel this. It would be worldwide,
right? Worldwide,
it would be like, oh shit, there actually is other intelligent life that has been visiting, and this is the implications of whatever, right? And I think it would be, I think different societies would take it different ways.
Yep.
You know, this one would definitely, where we're at in the United States, would definitely be very interesting to see how that played out.
Oh, man.
You know, it's too hard to tell. I would hope that it would be more on the positive side of things, because in my brain, and again, this is just me, you know, I don't think this deters faith. I don't think this deters anything. I think this is just another piece of a puzzle.
But even if you take that out of it, right? Just take the faith element out of it.
Again, it's
Just
still
the
another
sim-
piece.
It is a piece.
It's still another piece of a puzzle that you're like, oh man, like, you might have, let's just say you might have, they might have knowledge of other stuff. Like, no, we have, again, I know this is so science fiction, but it might not be. I don't know.
Look, man.
Like, what if there's like a Star Trek that's out there, like a galactic, you know, empire that has like 500 different races of aliens out there?
Come on, man.
That's very interesting, because and then that takes on a whole nother thing. And it's like, we've been waiting for you to get somewhere where you're like, and we kind of see something, but you're not quite ready yet. But we'll give you the information little by little.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know how people are going to take that. People will be like, because there's going to be some people like, grow the hell up so we can go out and do whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Explore the galaxy.
Again, the pendulum swing would be crazy, bro, because you'd be like, man, there'd be people that would just be like, we don't want them here. What are they doing here? Why are we allowing this? We got to.
This is our home.
We got to be proactive. We got to stop them before something happens to us.
Oh, I think there would for sure.
And then on the other side of that, be like, well, nah, man, they here to help us. They've been teaching us this whole time, but nah, man, they're a threat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
bro.
sucks.
Even a starburst, even one single starburst can cause a sugar high.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you eat the whole pack, what I'm saying is even a little bit of that information is going to cause a frenzy.
Yeah.
Now, how much of a frenzy does it really cause?
Right. And that's the...
How much of a frenzy does it really cause? Because you're going to have a large... Now I'm really going through and I'm seeing the math put together. I don't know why Bill Cosby did that. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Because there's a large portion of people who are just going to ignore the hell out of this.
Oh, of course. Of course. Just like everything else, right?
They got a fucking UFO, man. Come on, man. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think... but I also think that is kind of a decent response to have, too, in some sort of sense. Not maybe to that extreme, right? Because I think it's just, again, it's just it would be another piece of the puzzle in the sense of being like, yeah, so what? I knew there was other life out there. Why wouldn't there
Or
be?
just not care
and you're
either
just like,
way.
I don't care.
Right.
I'm here.
Right.
It don't matter to me. I'm here on this planet, you know. And,
Right.
you know, and you're right. I think there would be people that would be like, yeah, I'm good. It doesn't matter to me, you know.
Right.
They probably been walking among, you know. And then it's like you think about it and you're like, well, maybe they were here. And then maybe that's how the freaking pyramids were built back then or whatever. I know. It's just you just go down that road.
So in all actuality, right? Let's talk about the actual possibility of this. Let's really dissect this. Like, we got to be real, right? This is highly probable. Probable, not even it's highly probable, right? Like, let's think about where we're at now. Let's take aliens out of it for a quick second, and then we'll bring it back in. Think about where we are now, technology wise.
Yeah, that's getting crazy.
When we
too.
were kids, right? It was thought of as almost impossible
Science fiction.
that you could do this and speak into a watch and communicate with somebody else from your watch.
And instantaneously.
Instantly.
No lag, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Computers were doing things in movies that were unfathomable. And now we have phones
That
or computers.
well, those
That
things
people have these and don't have computers.
Well, it's crazy because those are way more powerful than when we went to the moon in '69.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's more power than what
Right.
they had to fly to the moon.
And that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh well, yeah, but I mean, so I'm just
So
Proving your point.
the
Yeah.
reality is that, yeah, bro, this is highly probable.
yeah.
Now, unidentified flying objects, or what is the other one? It's a UAP. It's
It's unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Okay.
And they actually just changed the UAP, what the A stands for. They changed
anonymous.
Anonymous, thank you.
Yes.
Because
Unidentified anonymous.
because they were saying that you know, they've been seeing stuff and this comes
that's not
from
necessarily aerial.
right, and this comes from the government actually, and I
Right.
think NASA even changed it if I'm not mistaken. They were like, we need to change this because it's not just aerial, it's actually coming from the earth, from underneath the oceans
Right.
and stuff like that, which I find very fascinating because if you really wanted to hide something, you hide it in the ocean
Yeah.
because it's one of the most things on this planet that's unexplored. So you just hide under there if you wanted to.
So how much of that is just that we just don't know what we don't know?
Yeah, we just don't know. We
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like it's not necessarily alien in a sense. It's like, no, it's been here. We just never found it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of it is that?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. The probability of and I'm like almost even like I don't know if I want to really get too deep into it because I don't want that knock on the door from the suits. But the probability of it is super high, bro. It's super high. Like, there's just so much we just don't know. So now, if they came out and said, look, these moon is not unidentified, we identified these. Now that's where we getting a little grease in the pot.
So I have a thought too, because I can't remember if this whistleblower said there was alien bodies or not. I cannot remember that. Anyway, I don't want to look it up.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I don't know.
You saw me, I was like,
you were like, oh, we look it up.
Dun, dun.
And it might be. They might have, I don't know, because, Roswell, they said there was, bodies, yada, yada, and who knows with other aircraft that has crashed. Okay.
Right.
Let's just say that's not accurate. Let's just say they actually do just have the craft. My mind goes, that's just as interesting.
For sure.
Because wouldn't we do the same thing? Wouldn't we do? We do the same thing. What do we send? We send probes, we send rovers to Mars, to wherever. You're like, hey,
yeah,
our super awesome telescope, and we're way across the universe. There's this planet that we can see that looks really interesting. Let's send some probes over there.
Right.
And see what the hell's going on over there.
Right.
I think that's just as fascinating, taking out the alien bodies, like aliens in these things. Because sometimes they were saying that they're small, like 3 feet, in diameter or whatever.
Right.
That's a small ship, dude. That's like this table we're at.
Right.
So you got to be a small little being if you're going to be in there. Right. And so my thing is like, that's probably just a probe.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
let me
that can travel. That
translate information.
Yeah, because you don't need a body in there to get information.
Right.
What do you need a body for? You send a computer to go do it.
Yeah.
Check them out. Let's see what's going on. I think that is more plausible than any
1,000%
else. I think if that comes out as, I think that is what's going to come out.
Okay.
In my mind, I think that they're going to say, look, we didn't find any aliens, but this thing is just 100% computer. But we don't know how to access it. We've been trying to reverse engineer it. We don't know what to do with it. We've been trying to figure out how it flies. We don't know how it flies.
Vibranium in it. I don't know how I got vibranium in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure there is.
The strength of the Black Panther was stripped away. You know what I'm saying?
Sure there's
for sure
different elements that we're not aware of that probably are not privy to this planet for whatever reason.
Yeah. No,
we don't have a plethora of this particular element. And I know that there's this dude named Bob Lazar or whatever. He said there's element 115 that it was, and they called it 115 because we only have 114 elements. 115 would be, this is unknown to us. We don't know what this element is, but we know that it's propelling this craft to go, boop, 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 and do all weird stuff. Interesting. I'm going to flip real quick. I'm going to flip this and say, what if it's all just a ruse? What if all this information that we're getting is just a ruse by the government to blind us by something that they want to do to us? Take our attention away. I think that's just as highly plausible as that the alien craft have been here. You know what I mean? I'm not used to this. So we got new microphone, and I gotta hold on. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Mobile to the end. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta change my voice on it. I mean, honestly, bro. I think
it's good to question it, though.
You got to question everything.
I really do. And I'm not saying it's conspiracy, because this topic is very conspiracy heavy, right? Like, because nothing is proven yet, nothing has been factualized yet. So again, my mind does go though to what's the government plan? Like, is this guy like a, what do you call that when they throw somebody under, but like an informant, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like throwing them under the bus, bro. Like, hey, let's just get this dude out here.
Right.
You take all the heat for everything. You're going to be the whistleblower.
Right.
And then you're going to
disappear. And
we're going to
have something in your Cayman accounts. You know what I'm saying? No, that's highly possible. I think you question everything. I think you have to. And even if you're told that it's you know, something is the truth, and you read. I mean, I hate to beat this over the head, but you research it and make sure and double check and triple check. And
I think this is hard to research, though. I mean,
this is impossible to research
because,
it's damn near hearsay.
Well, everything is right. Like,
Right.
And look at man, I won't go into it. I know you've seen some weird stuff in the sky. I've seen weird stuff in the sky. It's unexplainable. You're just like, I don't know what I saw.
Right.
It's just weird.
Right.
Right. And you're like, you think about it, but you're like, there's nothing you can do but just think about it, because even if you took video of it, you still it gets scrutinized, and it's just like,
especially now today with the way technology is, bro. You can fake you deep fake everything.
So
it's like,
so all you have is what and it's better if you're around a group of people, because then you could be like, we all witnessed the same thing. It was weird, but it's still the same thing. It's weird. We don't know what it is. It's unexplainable.
Right.
That's all we got.
Right.
Because you don't know unless they touch down right there and go, hey, hi, how you doing, everybody?
Now, I'm going to say this. If you do come across something like that, don't video it. Get on your social media and get on live.
There you go.
Put it on live.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the lives post to the actual social media. So if you put it on live, you capturing this stuff live.
Right.
Then it's like, you can't dispute the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, you know what's going to happen. You go to get every time something happens, you go to get your phone, you be fumbling.
Yeah.
And then you start recording that motherfucker that already crash landed. I think, speaking of crash landings, I think it's interesting what happened in Vegas.
I did want to bring that up too. I think that it's weird because that's on the back of what this whistleblower came out, and then this just came out, and I'm like, and what's weird about that, there's police body cam footage.
Yes.
There's ring
camera.
Guy took,
This shit sounds like a movie too. It's like, boo.
Dude, it's weird.
Crazy.
It's just weird, man. Like, and again, it's like, what answers are you going to get unless somebody comes out of a craft and says, hey, my name is John, and I'm from the planet.
My name is
yeah, I'm from this
I probably really said something right now too. I don't even know. But it's crazy, man. We just gotta, I'm gonna say this, bro.
But would you be excited?
I'm here for all of that.
Okay. I was just curious.
Sign me up.
It's funny because you and I talk a lot. We do. We talk a lot. Mm-hmm. And this is one subject we really don't talk a lot about because it's not that we're having the conversation now.
Right.
But it's just a weird conversation sometimes to have. It's just, it only comes up really if you see something or if you watch a alien movie or something,
Dude, if that was to be true, sign me up, dog. I'm with all that, man. Let me meet somebody from another. I'm with it.
I think it's very fascinating and very interesting,
man.
And I truly do mean this, man.
Let me learn your culture. Can you imagine they probably got some bomb ass food we ain't even never heard of. You know what I'm saying? They got some alien vegetables, man.
Oh man, they might be really good.
Come on, man.
They might be really good.
That elevates your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Take it to a different percentage rate or something like that. Yeah, maybe.
Eat they got their version of a green bell pepper. You got a little stir fry, a little fajita mix. You know what I'm saying? A little fajita mix, man. You eat the burrito, and all of a sudden you like, man, you know what I'm saying? Your brain just start going crazy. You know what I mean? You start figuring out math problems all crazy. Man, I'm with that.
It'd be very interesting. I am too. I am.
Not in a AI way, but I'm saying if you could, because you imagine, bro, they brought some over, man, that could heal you, cure. I mean, you just don't know, dog. There's stuff that's on this planet that can do that. Right. So could you imagine if they brought over, and I know I'm joking, but they had their version of an orange bell pepper and an onion. Mm-hmm. You know what if they had an onion that couldn't make you cry, but you got all the benefits? You know what I'm saying? Right. And you didn't get the heartburn. I'm in there. Right. Burger me up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying.
I wish and I hope that I really do, man. I hope
burger me up.
I really hope this is true, man. I really do. There's a part of me, man, that really wants this to be true.
I want to do secret handshakes with the long ass fingers. You know what I'm saying? For the listeners, y'all can't see me, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm down with it.
Shoot. And by the way, if there's any aliens out there watching or listening,
pull up, man. I want to interview.
Up.
I want to interview. I want to have. I want to interview, man.
I want you know, it'd be awesome, man, to have the first alien interview.
Come on,
this
man.
show.
I'll be having my Google Translate on deck, bro.
You know what it would do? It would just sit there, and it would probably communicate with us telepathically, and then we would have to say what it's saying.
Crazy.
But I don't know if people would believe us or not, because it'd probably be some crazy shit coming out of it. It would be like, did you just say that? I don't know if I want to repeat that.
We just start busting up laughing for no reason. We just... That was hilarious. Put this in your mouth.
Oh, shoot, man.
Oh, man. Anyways, man. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, bro.
That's where I'm at with it, too. You guys let us know what you think about it. We crazy or not? Are you guys into this stuff, man? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Let us know.
How's that song? The X-Files. I can't remember how it goes.
I can't remember either, man. Anyways, you guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
Yeah, and as always, yeah, man, this is the Gray Space. Peace.